A question I get all the time on stream is, how do you get so much XP? How are you so high leveled this season, etc, etc. So today I'm going to talk all things XP, how I get XP, how much XP you can get, and why it's not that difficult to do, in all honesty. I will also say, if you can hear a loud in the background, I have my fan on. It's 4,500 degrees right now. Sorry. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk all things XP. I'll tell you here and now, though, nothing in this is crazy groundbreaking. This is more just FYI. So at the time of recording, it is currently the 27th of June. We have got like 13 days or so, 13 and a half days left of this season pass, and I have just hit level 29. I've just got Bernardo Silva, and a lot of people in my Discord and a lot of people in my streams are often like, oh, I'm level 20. Do you think I can get to the end of the season? I'm level 15. Do you think I can get to the end of the season? How are you this level? How? I'm going to show you, and in all honesty, the large majority of this is just playing the game. I know it sounds really sarcastic and really non-answery, but it is that easy. So the first thing we're going to actually look at is non-objectives. Nothing to do with objectives at all. This is zero to do with anything on this entire tab of objectives. You can do things at the same time while doing this, and I highly encourage it, but this is actually zero to do with this. So the first thing we're looking at is just playing your games, guys. Just play your games. Like, it sounds really stupid and really obvious. I didn't play Div Rivals for the last like 4 or 5 seasons, so I was down from Div 1 to like Div 7 or Div 6 or something stupid. And honestly, the amount of XP you actually get per week of playing is kind of crazy. I always take the untradeable rewards. I'm in Div 2 at the moment. You get 700 XP just for playing 7 games, so getting 7 wins, all right? Now, I don't know if it's different in other divisions. I imagine it's the same. It is the same. Is it even the same in Elite? Is it still 700? It's still 700. I don't know if the lower divisions also give the same. Let's go all the way down to like Div 9. I'd imagine it's still a good chat. Oh, so it's slightly less the lower down divisions. But let's just say, for example, you're in Div 3 or Div 4. It's 700 XP for 7 games played. That's all you need to do is play 7 matches and you get yourself 700 XP. All right. Don't forget, at the same time, you could do Evos, you could do objectives. There's loads of things you can do which will give you more XP, but just for playing 7 rival games every week, you get yourself 700 XP, 100 XP a game. Another game mode, super simple, squad battles. This week I've gone a bit all in on squad battles because I'm doing a bunch of objectives and I'm doing a lot of things on like legendary just to get high XP because I'm trying to get a bunch of Evos done at the same time, and to make me not completely tune out, I'm playing on a higher difficulty so that I don't just put the controller down and forget what I'm doing, because a lot of them I need clean sheets and stuff, so I'm playing it on a higher difficulty so I actually stay tuned. Ignore the fact I got 50k, I don't normally get 50k points, but for getting anywhere between Elite 1 and Gold 1 is 700 XP. It's just free XP for playing against the AI. If you want to play it on a nice low difficulty, great. You can get like, I'm going to guess this is going to get to say 16,000 points, roughly. That's a complete guess. But I'm going to say it's going to get to around 16,000 points. To get 16,000 points, depending on the difficulty you play on, if you play on, let's say world class, let's not say legendary, let's say world class. This is 1,371, it will be slightly more than that. This is 1,506, it will be slightly more than that. If you can win 5-0 in this game, I reckon you'd get just over 2,000 points for that one match. Yeah, so 2,000 points. This one here, you'll see I got 2,500 nearly, and that was playing against like a 63 rated team, so the XP that you get from it would be slightly lower, the amount of points. But yeah, let's say, for example, this one on world class, you win 5-0, it's about 2,000 points. So that's 8 games to get 16,000 points. I would say, just to guarantee you get yourself gold 1, I'd aim for 20k every week. So that's 10 games of squad battles, and that does include playing against the featured team, which again you can see I just did on semi-pro. You don't need to worry about the score then, and you get 1,600 points for that. So let's say you play it on world class. I think that is exactly 2,000 points you get for doing world class. I might be slightly wrong, but yeah, 10 games and you get yourself another 700 points. So for playing 17 games of FIFA, which sounds like a lot, but across 7 days, that's like, if you play 3 a day, you get this done. Just bear that in mind. You're going to get yourself another 700 points, which is 1,400 points so far, without looking at the objectives tab. The next one is Foot Champs. Now, you don't get any XP for qualifiers, just to throw that one out there. So I can go all the way over to here, and you'll see there's no XP in qualifiers. So you don't get anything just for doing the qualifiers. However, in Champs Finals, you do. The lowest rank, you'll get 250. If you get yourself to, this one is rank 9, then you get yourself a 1,150. Yep. 11 wins is going to be 1,350, and 14 will be 1,500. So if you can get yourself 14 wins, like I say, even if you can get yourself 9 wins, let's go off of an average saying 11 wins. I'm just going to say that as a rough average of like, you know, nearly 10 and 10. So 11 wins, 1,350 XP. So across doing your 20 games of Foot Champs, and then 7 games of Div Rivals, and about 10 games of squad battles, you're going to get yourself 2,750 XP every single week. So nearly 3 levels on the season pass every single week just for doing the like weekly games played. Like, you know, like nothing crazy. So let's say you were literally on your first week and you'd only just played squad battles, Div Rivals and Foot Champs. You'd already be majority of the way to level 4. Yeah. And then on top of that, we've got loads of XP that's coming out all the time. Admittedly, they're releasing it a bit weird. They're releasing it quite sporadically in that we get nothing for ages and then we get a bunch in one go. So, for example, today, we've obviously got the new daily, the new weekly, the Italian Frenzy, and we've got this Mixed Nation one. So this Mixed Nation alone is going to give you 1,050. The Italian one is going to give you, what, 1,800. So we're looking at 2,850. Plus you've got your daily. So you're looking at just over 2,900, and you're eventually going to get this stuff done anyway. So you're looking at plenty of XP available right here, right now. You're looking at around, I think it is 4K roughly, and obviously you'll have a couple of extra daily stuff in there, but you're looking at about 4K that is available to us here and now. So right now, looking at all the stuff that's there, by the time I've done all of the like daily login and daily play stuff, whatever, I'm gonna have Memphis Depay. So by like Sunday, Monday, I'll be on my way to getting either Cruz or Gerrard. It really does show you, just by playing the games, getting XP is super attainable. And like I said to you guys, right here, right now, getting stuff done at the same time is super, super helpful. So I'm currently doing this Euro Copper stuff, which doesn't give me any XP, but I'm doing the Euro Copper stuff. I'm also going to be doing my daily objectives, which will do part of this. I'm also doing the Mixed Nation, Ecuador and Mexico stuff at the same time. And let's say I wanted to really fully meta it, I'd go and spend the coins to get one of these icon kits as well, but I'm not going to do that because you don't need to. You can get to the pass without doing it. But I'm doing all of those at the same time. I'm also doing an Evo all in one team. So I'm doing all of that just using this squad because I've got 2 Ecuador players, I've got 2 Mexican players, I've got 2 players that are from the Copa America stuff, and I've got 3 players from the Euros, and then I've got my Evo in there as well. So it's about paying attention to just getting the basic stuff done in as few games as possible, right? So I'm not going to run this into Div Rivals because I'm not a maniac, because I fancy winning a game every now and again. But I'm going to go do this in squad battles, which again, if I hadn't already done my squad battle games, that would be some of the 10 games in my squad battles that I need to do this week. I'm doing the Copa America stuff with the Euro stuff. I'm also getting the Mexican Ecuador stuff done at the same time. So that's XP coming out at the same time. Plus I'm working towards the 700 XP I'm going to get for the end of it for my weekly stuff. And if I'm running out of things at the end, and let's say I finished off the Euros and Copa America stuff here, but I hadn't finished off the Ecuador, Mexico, I would then put them and try and work some cards into my main team and go do it in Rivals so that I'm also working towards those. It really is just a matter of kind of common sense, and that's not me trying to be like rude about it. It is just kind of common sense in looking at what is there at the time and doing it. A lot of people to me complain about like, oh, but you know, I don't play champs or I don't really play Rivals. If you want the XP, then you've got to, at the very least, I'd say you've got to do Rivals. XP from champs, if you really are struggling with champs, I get that, but try and do it. Try and get it done. The worst case scenario, you try your qualifiers and you don't qualify. And yeah, that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You tried. You got some extra games done. And if you're doing your weekly Rivals and stuff, you're going to re-qualify and get the things anyway. And if you get into champs and you're somebody that's like, I'm just happy that I got into champs, that's just bonus XP. Whether you go through 0 and 20, it's bonus XP because you're still going to get a couple of ranks, I think, just for getting like 20 points. I don't know what rank it is, but you get a couple of things from it. So it's worthwhile doing, guys. Just make sure you're paying attention to everything that comes out as an objective, because if there's XP there, get it done. Like the Italian stuff that's out, it might take you 100 games. It might be, holy hell, I don't have a great Italian team, everyone's sweating it, and I'm going to struggle. Just play a couple of games here every day. And if you go on a big like losing streak, then take a break from it and do something a little bit different for a while. but just get it done, because that alone is nearly 2k XP that you'll regret not doing if you end up not hitting the level you want to hit. So it really is just a matter of, if there's something out, do it. I wish I could have a slightly more insightful response than, if there's something out, get it done, because that kind of is what it is. Get your weeklies done, get your dailies done. If there's XP to be done, get it done. Like I say, for a lot of people, I'm sure this is a bit of a null and void video. You're like, well, I kind of already knew that, and that's absolutely fair enough. I'm only posting this because it's a question that I get all the time. I'm asked this question multiple times every day on stream, so it felt right to just post something, so if people ask me again, I can say, I uploaded a video, go check it out. Otherwise, I kind of just end up repeating myself. So if you did find this video helpful, do leave a like on it. Supports me, the video, and the channel out a whole bunch. Hit sub if you're new, and turn notifications on to be told anytime we upload another video. I've mentioned my streams. I do stream over on Twitch and on TikTok. Links to both are in my pillar link down below. It's got a link to all my socials. Feel free to go and check them out. But for now, guys, thank you so much for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you very soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands. Take care, and I'll see you soon.